Okay, is it just me, or does August already feel like a lot? I mean, what is happening? We just got here. Why are we already stressed? I am not gonna lie, July had me in survival mode. And it's not fun being in survival mode, right? There were deadlines. I mean, there's always deadlines, but there were deadlines, unexpected expenses, because those are always a fun time. And really just trying to stick to a content plan, because you can plan your days to the minute, and that does not always mean they're going to work out. Oakley is laying right here beside me, but you can't see her, unfortunately. She might make an appearance before long. So I'm going to do things a little bit differently this month, and I kind of just wanted to chat with you about that today. So welcome back to Sunday Besties. We still talk business, but we are just having a chat over some nice, yummy coffee. Today I've got an Epcot mug. This is my favorite. I have most of the series of the I think they're called Been There series or whatever, from Starbucks and Disney. And this is from the first series of these mugs. They've gone through a couple different iterations by then, but since then. But this one's my favorite because it's Epcot, which is my favorite park, and it's purple, which is my favorite color. So it is my favorite, one of my absolute favorite mugs, and it has Soarin', which is my favorite ride, and it just is a lot of favorites. So I wanted to share it. So I also have a 9-to-5 job. I don't know, I guess I shouldn't say 9-to-5 job because it's definitely not 9-to-5, but it is a full-time job. I work in a little store, a little gift shop here. I love it. I love the people. I started working there because I had just moved, well, not just moved here, but I still kind of new to the area, and I don't know a lot of people here. And so when I did that in Florida, when I moved to Florida for the first time, like, I got a job at Disney and that helped me meet people, and I made friends, and I'm still friends with most of those people today, even though I'm not there anymore. So I thought I kind of do the same thing here, like get a job at a fun little shop that I've loved since my first visit here. And, you know, because obviously cool people work there, right? So I started doing that, and I was right. Cool people work there, and it's great, and I love it. It's full time. It's not 9-to-5, but I'm balancing all of this around, you know, a 35 to 38 hour schedule at the store, which again, I love. I'm not complaining, but it adds a layer of, this isn't as easy as it used to be to make all the things because I spend so much of my time there now. So that, and I mean, I've been there a few months, so things are finally, like, I'm getting settled, kind of getting in a routine. Like, my days off change, but they're usually the same for a while, so I can get kind of in a routine. And then after several weeks of the same kind of schedule, like, it might get changed up a little bit, but that's okay, because now I've got what I need to do on my days off to keep the content going and keep up with client work and this and that, which is finally, you know, it's starting to kind of flesh itself out a little bit, which is great. So I want to start this off by saying, if you are a solopreneur who is also still working a 9-to-5 job, you can do it, but it might take several months to get a grip on how things need to flow in order for it to work. I've been working at the store now since like mid-November, and now we're in August, barely. So that's, you know, 9 months. And I mean, I've been doing fine with the schedule overall. And to be honest, I had thought about just kind of putting this business on the back burner for a while. So there were a few months where I didn't do hardly anything, really anything for it. But then I decided to revamp it, but in a different way. So less client work, like less one-on-one client work, more of the like digital product situation, because I still want to support online business owners and things, you know, right? Like, I still want to support online business owners. I still feel like I can help other business owners leave their mark on the world, but I don't have really the capacity to do that in a one-on-one way anymore, or not as intense as I was doing it before. But I can still share what I know so that it can be implemented. And then, you know, I still offer, of course, the 1 hour calls. So if you still needed support outside of just a little mini course or a template or something, then, you know, we can do that too. So I still wanted to support other online business owners, even though I've also got a full-time job. So one of the things I'm starting to work towards in August, is having like a content buffer. So my main marketing strategy is YouTube. right? So YouTube videos, they require time to record, time to edit, time to do research for thumbnails and titles and all that. It can get a little, and I've got a goal right now of 3 videos a week. I'm doing 2 like educational strategy how-to videos a week, and then our Sunday Besties little coffee chat here. So my goal is to get to where I'm hopefully like a month or so ahead. I don't want to get, like, I've thought about this and I don't want to get too far ahead because I want to be able to pivot, because sometimes, like recently, I definitely took a big break from YouTube from, I don't know, like September of last year through June. So big break, almost a year. YouTube doesn't like that too much. I know this. But when I started posting again, the videos did pretty well, like as well as I could expect for having been gone so long, having a very small subscribers number, very small amount of subscribers right now. And, you know, but the videos did well. But then after the first few videos, like they tanked. When I tell you tanked, I mean tanked. YouTube was not showing them. They were not like getting views because they weren't being shown. It's kind of wild. Actually, I don't really fully understand what happened, other than I did like the first couple videos I did back were on one topic. And so maybe I confused the algorithm, because even though all the things I talk about on my channel are related to solopreneurs running a business and like the back end of a business, I went from like a organization productivity kind of topic to an SOP topic, which is more operations, and like they're definitely related, and I can talk about both on my channel, but I think I confused YouTube massively. Anyways, so what I'm saying is I don't want to get so far ahead that I can't pivot if I notice something weird happening with my numbers. So I've decided to kind of not do, 4 to 5 videos on the same topic in a row until YouTube learns that I can talk about this and this and this and this, and it's going to the same person. It's going to you, right? It's going to the same person. They're going to want to watch all of it. So, but to that point, I still want to get to where I have videos already scheduled, just because that way if I've planned to record on a Saturday, but then something else comes up and I can't record that Saturday, like I don't want it to throw me behind the next week, because that's when things get stressful, and that's when you start being inconsistent, and that's when you take a 9-month break, intentional or not. I also have a trip coming up in October to Disney, and I'm going to be gone for about a week, maybe a little over a week. I'm going to see my family while I'm there. And, I'm obviously not going to be recording videos while I'm at Disney, at least not this kind of video. But I don't want to have that gap. So I'm going to work to having the videos scheduled through my trip at least before I go, so that everything can keep running while I'm off having a little break. Something else I'm working on in August is cleaning up my digital space. Now, if you've seen the videos that did well when I first popped back onto YouTube, they're all about organizing like your desktop and your Google Drive and making sure that everything is where you want it, where you need it, where you can find it when you need it. I even have a little digital product to help with that. But all that said, I'm not going to lie, like my desktop still gets cluttered. When I record videos, they all save to my desktop. It makes it easier for me to find it just right away. I have everything just saved to my desktop. But when I'm done with that thing, I can get kind of lax about putting it where it belongs. Maybe it needs to be deleted, maybe it needs to go into a Google Drive folder or whatever. They live on my desktop a little longer than they should. So one thing that I really want to work on in August also is just making sure that things are being put away where they need to go. It really sounds like a no-brainer, but it's so easy to just let those things pile up, and the next thing you know, you're digging through 500 icons on your desktop trying to figure out which copy of YouTube thumbnail you're looking for, because everything downloads with the same name, right? With a 1 behind it, or 2 or 3. Which one? Number 57? Okay, that's the one I'm looking for. Don't do that, okay? Just clean it up. I think I'm gonna make it a habit, try to make it I might even just put it on my little checklist, to at least once a week, if not daily, but probably at least once a week, to go through the things on my desktop. Some things need to stay there until I'm done with them, but go through the desktop, clear out the things that don't need to be there anymore, clean it up. Clean it up. I'm also working on cleaning up my offers. I've been working on building out product suite. I think, I want all the products to tie into each other. I think I came in too hard, too fast with it because all the ideas hit at once. And then it's like, I need to make everything right now and promote everything right now. And I mean, I really was trying to be on like a 2-week timeline, like create and promote within create it this week, promote it this week. I also had this whole plan for, I'm going to have a series on YouTube for this that leads into this product, and then a series that leads into this product, and then a series that leads into this product. And I think long term, that's probably still the way that I'm going to go. But realistically, I can't do that all at once with all of these products at the same time. Like, I've got to slow down, make the products, make them good, right? Like, I mean, they're going to be good, don't worry. But I can't just push all of this stuff out at the same time or like so close together. There's got to be a lot more intention behind it other than just me being excited about putting these things out. So I've decided to kind of refocus that. All the products will still be made. I'm very excited about them. One is available, the organization one. I'll put a link in the comments if you want to check it out. Everything else is going to build off of that so that you create completely like cozy, organized back end for your solopreneur business. Okay. That said, I have decided to simplify down to basically two one-on-one services. One is I used to call them a power hour, so that's still what comes out, but it's basically like a little tech session. So if you just have questions about something going on in your business that you don't know how to fix or whatever, we can just hop on a 1 hour chat and we'll figure it out. The other one is migrations over to Kit. I call it migrations because that's what the team is called. But basically it's like, if you decide you're done with Flowdesk or you're done with MailChimp and you want to move to Kit, I can help you do that. Because it can be overwhelming to think about moving all of your email sequences and all of that over. So I also offer that. Those are the only 2 one-on-one services that I'm offering right now. Everything else is a digital product or mini course. I have ones on ConvertKit and the organization one. I'm working on an SOP library, which I think will be great. But essentially I'm focusing on just one product at a time. Because trying to do all of them at the same time, not all of them at the same time, that's not what I was doing, but I was just trying to crank them out so fast and the content to go with them so fast that it was just becoming a blur and things weren't starting to make sense to me. Like, okay, are all of these going to be standalone products? Are we going to put them together in a funnel? If we're going to put them in a funnel, which one's going to be the lead-in offer, that kind of thing. And I just got to where like, okay, I can't think about it like this right now. We just need to focus on one, get it made, put some content out about it, and then maybe once everything is done, maybe then we'll start looking at a funnel situation or something like that. But for now, simplify. Have like one main offer and then build the rest around that. And to that end, along with like the content buffer and simplifying the offers and all of that, like I've decided to just kind of let go of like crazy strict timelines, like kind of what I was just talking about. I came into like July, the end of June and July, hot and heavy, like, okay, I've got this great idea for this offer suite. I need to make it all right now and get it all out right now. And obviously with work and client work and all of that, like that just wasn't going to happen. And it didn't. I've got one product completely out, 2 that are like that were pre-made, that were already made, that I made a while ago, that I've kind of updated and are good. And then I'm working on another one, but obviously did not get it done in like the week or something that I thought I could get it done in. And at first I was a little bummed because of course I'm like, oh, if I can get this out and like maybe I can earn this much between here and there, and that didn't happen either, which I mean honestly. So, but it's okay. Like it's a slow build and I'm okay with that. What I've got to reframe things as is that feeling of if I'm not doing everything, then I'm doing nothing, which is obviously not true, right? Not true. It's just more of a slow and steady burn instead of getting everything out there all at once. Because even if I had everything created and on my website or something, like there's still got to be a build up to it. And that's the part that takes time, and that's fine. It's fine. I'd rather have a slow and steady, sustainable build than feel like I need to burn it all down and walk away. Anyway, all of that to say, if August is already starting to feel a little heavy for you, you are not alone. Just take a breath. We're only on today's the 3rd. take a breath. Just pick one thing that you want to focus on this month, whether it's something to promote or something to create. Just pick the one thing and focus on that this month, because it's okay to have a slow build. Like, you don't have to hit your 5 or 10K months this month. It would be great, right? It would be super nice if that was the case, but in most cases it doesn't happen in 1 month. Okay, you make a sale, one sale 1 month, and then maybe 5 sales the next month. It's a slow build. That's all right though, because that means, you know, it's going to be a more sustainable thing in the long run, which is ultimately what we want, right? So pick the one thing that's going to give you space and peace and clarity, and start there. All right, bestie, I'm going to wrap our little chat up for this week. Leave a comment and let me know what's the one thing this month that you're going to kind of let go of, and let it free up some space for you to work on something that is actually going to make your biz feel cozier. I will see you next week. Bye.